Alright guys, so I figured I'd just catch up with you guys. So, apparently the GPS has me going through the Bronx, New York. I'm not a big fan of the city. I used to come through here all the time, but now it's like, no, it's the bottom of the list of cities I ever want to be in. And I don't know why it didn't take me the 287 to the 87 across the bridge. That would have been a much more calm trip, not this. To 87, to 87 is 35 minutes. Okay, well, hopefully it's actually accurate and I actually get through this in 35 minutes. So this load is actually only like 8,000 pounds. So it's a super light load. I'm kind of confused on why they give such light loads. I don't think I ever told you guys about my first ever regional run. So basically, I was given a delivery. I was given somebody's back from my local position I had, and I was told it has to go to Philadelphia. Okay, I've been to Philly a few times, obviously in a car, not a semi-truck. So I was like, it can't be that bad. It's going to Coca-Cola. Great. I look at the GPS after I arrived there, and I'm like, this looks like hell to get in. Finally get to the facility. I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see no entrance. I see Coca-Cola vehicles. I see their vans and their semi-trucks. So how the hell do I get in and out? Well, it turns out that the street this facility was on, the front of the business was here. The entrance was over here. It's a no truck route here and here. Okay? So, oh wait, do I want to be in this lane? No, I actually don't want to be in this lane. I remember how this goes. At least I think. Yeah, I remember how this goes. So basically, both of these lanes are going to go up. One lane's going to branch off toward the Bronx. The other lane's going to go straight toward Newark and Trenton. I remember this. Oh, look at that traffic on the highway already. Gotta love it.
State border ahead.
Yes, state border. I know. I need to get to New Jersey from here.
Feet. Slight left on.
So like, I ended up getting stuck like 3 blocks down on a street that was meant for no semis because it's a school. There was no signs until you turned onto the street. So you're already screwed from the beginning. But after you're on that road, I had no choice but to go through it to get myself off of it, because it's either I go through it and don't say anything, it's either I go through it and make it through, or I'm gonna have to call the cops, which I don't want to call the police on myself, to help me guide myself back out of that position.
New York City, just like I pictured it. Traffic jams and everything.
Yep, absolutely driving. That's all this is. But I ended up having to go through that no semi-truck entrance. And it took me around to the street I needed to be on. And by the time I got there, now mind you, I was really, really new. Like, I only had like maybe 2-3 months under my belt for trucking. So by the time I got there, the guy goes, "Why is your tandem slid?" I'm like, "The tandems are slid. I don't know how to do that." They go, "Yeah, your tandems are all the way back. Why?" I'm like, "I don't know." I was always told not to touch them because I was doing shuttles, basically. Pick up a trailer, drop a trailer somewhere else, pick up an empty, drop it somewhere else, you know, back and forth like that. So I was always told, don't touch the tandems, just let them go. They're always in the ready position. And nobody once showed me how to use the tandems. Obviously, I didn't know the position you wanted them to be in, how far back, how far forward. When the guy's like, "You need to move your effing tandems," and like he's cussing me out, and I'm just like, "Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first trip here. What do I need to do?" And he's just walking away, just screaming his head off, and I'm just like, I didn't hit anything. I didn't hit nobody. My tandems are just all the way back, so I'm having a difficult time swinging the trailer. Speaking of swinging the trailer, I need to get out a little bit more. I don't trust it. But yeah, like, he's just yelling at me for no reason instead of helping me. I actually had a few people stop and start recording me as if I was gonna hit their vehicle, even though I was nowhere near anybody's vehicle, by the way.
In a quarter mile, keep to the left on I-95 US 1 South.
Okay. Yeah, I was nowhere near anybody's vehicle, so like, I don't know, people were always so afraid of me hitting anything. People were just standing there recording, and I'm just like, alright, gotta do it myself then. If nobody wants to help, just gotta figure it out. So I ended up backing up, like, taking over the other lane, getting as close as I can to the other side of the street's cars, and then swinging in as far as I can. Oh, lovely. I gotta get over. Come on, dude. I can't see around, so... just gotta be careful. Just gotta watch what I'm doing. Come on. I gotta get over one more lane. Beautiful. Thank you, drivers. Wow, that was the smoothest going through New York to get in the lane I need to be in. Damn. I finally get it in the facility after struggling to get it in, and some random dude finally helping me for like a split second. I get it in, I back it in, had no issues. Then when it came to leaving, I was getting so pissed off. I wanted to actually give up right then and there. That was my first regional load. Never been in the city, never been in any cities besides like local cities close to me, and I was just losing it. I was calling dispatch. I'm like, listen, help me get that out of this area. I am so confused. I'm so stuck.
In 1.5
You know,
miles, keep to the left
as a
on
newbie
I-95
should.
by 80.
And as a novice driver, I was just losing my shit. But when I finally got to the highway, it was smooth sailing once I finally found the highway. Felt like sharing a little story of my first city trip while driving through the city. I used to come, I actually used to come to the Bronx all the time too for, go figure, Amazon deliveries. Amazon Relay, we used to do Amazon Relay as a side thing. And I used to have to come to the Bronx all the time. It literally started off with me stressing. God, you guys can't see me. It started me off with stressing about every single time I had to go to the Bronx. But it started happening so often that I just got numb to it. That it's like, okay, I know the route, go this, go that, blah, 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 blah. Get in that lane, you know. And then they threw me a curveball. It was like the Bronx, but it was a side facility on the other end of the Bronx that I've never been to. So, I'm in the middle of New York's, well, technically the outskirts of New York City, but still, you know, New York City, so to speak. I start getting down toward that way, and it's having me turn down all these small roads with like bridges like these that try to like navigate through, and I'm like, I can't make some of these turns. I can't make any of these turns, actually. And I actually nearly got stuck because there was one old lady. An old lady just did not want to move her vehicle back. No matter how bad I sat there, held up traffic, everybody's blowing their horns, yelling at me, yelling at her. She finally gave in and backed up. I got around and then everything went normal. You gotta love people who are just stubborn to just listen to reason. Like, I'm trying to get out of your way, so I'm trying to get out of your way so you can get out of my way, you know? Give you guys a little bit of a story while I was driving through here. Just reminded me I was when I just started, only a few months in. And obviously I know a lot of drivers could relate, some people can't, but I figured I'd give a story time. Alright guys, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll keep you, ooh, look at that view.